Good morning and welcome back to another great school year. It is the 23-24 school year. My name is Miss Egan. I'm the 7th grade assistant principal here at Flinn Middle School, and I'm here to present to you what the expectations are for all the students here at Flinn. First off, we expect all Flinn Falcons to act with kindness, to give 100% to their academics, and to actively participate in building a school community that is safe for all students to learn. The three main topics we're going to discuss regarding expectations are be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Because remember, everyone is entitled to a safe, secure, and orderly environment in which to learn and to work. So be respectful. What does that look like at Flinn Middle School? So with regards to use of computers, you need to be on appropriate sites and you need to use your assigned computer. In other words, teachers should not have to bump you off of games or other things that you're attempting to do during class time when you have instruction or classwork to complete. You need to follow teachers and staff directions. All adults in this building need to be respected. So if they're asking you to do something, you need to do what they're asking. In other words, listening to the teachers and the school staff. That includes custodians, that includes lunch personnel, office personnel, in addition to teachers and administrators. Respect the personal space and property of others. Keep your hands and feet to yourself and off the furniture. Use your own personal items and ask to use or borrow someone else's items. And if you do ask to borrow someone's items, it's okay if they say no to you, and you need to not get upset because those are their items. Use appropriate language. Be appropriate in your words and writing. If there's something that you wouldn't say in front of your grandmother, then don't say it at school. It doesn't belong here. Take care of school property. Keep our school clean. Keep our school beautiful. So we don't want to see garbage on the floor. Take your things and throw them in the trash can. Consider other people's feelings. Be nice in your words and actions. We all say sticks and stones may break our bones, right? But words will never hurt me. In fact, that's really the opposite. People remember words a lot longer than they remember someone bumping them in the shoulder. So treat others the way you want to be treated and treat others with respect. Solve problems peacefully. Ask an adult for help and be kind in your words. If you think you're going to have an argument with somebody or if you're not sure how to resolve a problem, that's when you come to an adult and we'll help you. Respect yourself and others. If you give respect, you're going to get respect back. And apologize to others when you make a mistake. Apologizing doesn't make a person weak, and actually, a person that is willing to apologize is stronger than one who won't apologize. Refrain from handling dangerous items. Stay away from dangerous items. We're going to go over more about what dangerous items exist later in the presentation. Threats, intimidation, and bullying. This is a no bullying school. In fact, a no bullying district. What does bullying look like? Hazing or any kind of aggressive behavior that is meant to cause psychological harm to another. That includes urging of others to engage. So if you're prompting someone to get into a fight, that's you bullying. Includes cyberbullying and using photos to threaten, intimidate, or bully. Includes sending false or cruel messages or materials to others. And includes the creation of accounts or websites intended to target and ridicule. Bullying also includes aggressive and hazing behavior that is meant to cause psychological harm to another person. Includes tricking someone into engaging in electronic communication and then revealing their information to others. Includes hatred or prejudice based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, age, disability, sexual orientation, etc. And includes extortion and sexual harassment. Keep in mind that children who are bullied can experience really negative physical, social, emotional, academic, and mental health issues. Children who are bullied are more likely to experience depression and anxiety, increased feelings of sadness and loneliness, changes in sleep and eating patterns, loss of interest in activities they used to enjoy. And children who are bullied can experience negative, they're also more I guess this says the same thing, but they're also more likely to experience health complaints, decreased academic achievement, to self-harm, and to have suicidal thoughts. Every year we see so much bullying, and most of it centers around social media. So whether it's in person, in writing, or on social media, treat others the way you want to be treated. If you need to report bullying, you're going to report it to a trusted adult in the building. That could be a teacher, a guidance counselor, coach, social worker, or one of the assistant principals. You can also talk to your parents and have them call in and report it to us in the school. And when you report it, this is what you can expect. That the building principal or the assistant principal is going to conduct a prompt and thorough impartial investigation. Part of this is going to require you to fill out a bullying form so that we have an indication of what's going on. We also can go from there in terms of determining who we're going to interview. Okay, so that's going to help us complete the bullying report form, and it's going to help us record our interviews with people that may have witnessed it or people that are actually bullying against you, the perpetrator. We're going to communicate with your parents that you believe that you are being bullied. We're also going to communicate with whoever you're saying is bullying you. We're going to communicate with their parents to let them know that we think there's a possibility their child might be bullying someone else. We're going to do our best to stop the bullying behavior and implement interventions in our school, a school safety plan for the target and the aggressor. The target being the person that is being bullied, the aggressor, the one that is bullying. And then we're going to follow up with your parents and with you later on to ensure that the bullying has ended. Be responsible. Obey all school rules. Listen and follow all school directions. Your teachers, I'm sure, have been giving you rules that apply to their classroom and outside of their classroom, and all of those are going to help you be successful in following Flynn's expectations. Always tell the truth. Be honest, even if you might have made a mistake. I can tell you, there's nothing worse than an adult knowing that you lied to them, and likely that's going to make consequences even greater. So if you did something wrong and someone asked you about it, admit it up front. Dress appropriately. Wear appropriate school clothing by following the Flynn dress code policy, and I'm going to go over that a little bit later. Ask permission before leaving assigned area. Stay in the area you are in before asking the teacher to leave. So you cannot just walk out of a classroom or kind of go where you want. We need to know where you're at all times. It's a huge safety issue. So what is the dress code? You have to have school appropriate tops, must cover your undergarments. You can wear spirit wear, of course, t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks, and you can wear RPS 205 spirit wear. The bottom should have no rips or holes. Bottoms, we mean pants or shorts or skirts. No rips or holes, must cover your undergarments, and shorts must be appropriate length, not too short. Your shoes must be closed-toed, must be worn at all times in the building, and slippers / house shoes / wheelie shoes are prohibited. For many, if you're wearing something like Crocs, you need to have them in sport mode because you need the back up. Outerwear, headwear, and backpacks. Jackets and coats must be stored in your lockers during the school day. Head covering / gear, that includes hats, hoodies, do-rags, sunglasses, must be removed upon entering the school building. And my suggestion is to store them in your locker because you're not going to be able to wear them throughout the school day. The only exception to the head covering rule is for religious purposes. Your backpacks must also be kept in your locker during the school day. So that is a big change from last year. You are not going to be allowed to carry your backpacks or any type of bags. The only exception to that is if you have a laptop slip and you can slip that in there. IDs, cell phones, and electronics. IDs will be printed and worn on lanyards around your neck and displayed at all times while in the building as part of the school dress code. Your account will be charged $3 for an ID and $2 for a lanyard if you lose it. So your Falcon Time teacher is going to check and see if you have your ID on once they're issued. And if you don't, she's going to put your name on a list. And it's going to get an ID generated for you that day. And it's going to charge your account a total of $5 for that ID. So make sure you're wearing your ID every day. So my advice to you is maybe put it in your backpack or a secure location so you know where it is. Cell phones must remain in student lockers during the school day. Smartwatches may not be used as a phone during the school day. So in other words, we don't want to see your cell phones. Okay, we don't want to see your cell phones. There are school phones that you may ask to use if you're having an emergency, and you can use smartwatches, but you cannot wear them as or talk on them as a phone or text on them. Electronics such as AirPods and headphones fall under the cell phone policy and should be in lockers during the school day. So do not walk around with earbuds in your ears, otherwise they're going to be confiscated. Dress code infractions. If student's missing ID name will be sent to the office and a new card will be issued and the student account will be charged. Okay. Students will be asked to change into their PE uniform if they are out of dress code. They will be given a shirt from the counselor, and if that's the case, it's going to be charged you're going to be charged $5. Or students may contact and have clothes bought from home, and you will go back to class until those clothes arrive for you. Your APs will be tracking dress code violations and giving additional interventions if needed. Be responsible. Attend all classes on time and be on time. So being on time means you should be in your seat at the beginning of class when the bell rings. It doesn't mean that you're just in the doorway, that you're running in the class. You should really be in your seat ready to work. Complete all classwork and homework. Ask for help if you don't understand how to do something. Always remain on school grounds and in your assigned areas. Stay in school and on school property at all times. Keep in mind that if you're ditching school, right, or ditching class, those are pretty serious infractions. And if you're off school property, most likely outside agencies may have to be employed to come and pick you up. Tardies and hall sweeps. So when tardy to class, your teachers often are going to shut the door or lock the door, and you will have to go to your closest AP and get a hall sweep pass. Okay? Check your AP's office and then go to the main office. So if you can't find your AP or an AP, go to the main office. Tardies 1 through 4, you are going to be given a lunch detention. And tardies 5 or more, you're going to start getting periods of ISS up to a whole day of in-school suspension. Okay? Of course, we're giving you a little leeway, but after the first week of school, this policy is going to go into effect. AP may install additional interventions as needed. So if you're getting excessive tardies, we're probably going to write some type of tardy plan for you. Always remain on school grounds and remain in your assigned areas only. So staying on school property is really important. Stay drug-free. Say no to drugs. Tell an adult if you see or know about drugs being used at school. Keep all school items in the same condition you found them. So keep in mind, at the end of the year, when you're turning things in, such as your computer, you can be given fines if it comes back damaged. Keep your cell phones off and out of sight. Do not record others without their permission. Do not send pictures of others without their permission. And do not post pictures or videos of others without their permission. Drugs. Some definitions. Illegal drug. Those that are illegal based on your age. So that includes marijuana or any marijuana derivative. It may be legal in Illinois, but not for you. Lookalike drugs, synthetics, or any homemade or purchased item that can be interpreted to be a drug or packaged as a drug. Prescription drugs includes those that are not in the prescription bottle. Alcohol includes alcohol that is in a water bottle or other beverage container. Nicotine, those include cigarettes, cigars, chewing tobacco, and or nicotine cartridges, such as in vapes. Equipment that is used to produce, conceal, and consume drugs, vape pens, pipes, plastic baggies, pill bottles, and or rolling papers. Having drugs in your backpack, clothing, locker, car, or any other RPS property. This includes walking to school, waiting at the bus stop, riding the bus, driving to school, and or walking home. This includes attending school-related events at any RPS school. This includes attending school-related events at any school in any district. And this includes attending school-related events at any venue. Now, I will tell you that oftentimes, or most times, when we catch someone with something drug-related, their first thing they say is, "It's not mine." Okay? If it's in your possession, it's yours. If you were foolish enough to hold it for a friend, it's yours. Okay? So if it is found on your person, in your locker, in anything that belongs to you, you are going to be stuck with the consequences for that behavior. So do not hold things for your friends that they shouldn't have. And in fact, you should report that they have them. You guys are still in a period of life where your brain and your body is growing. And to do drugs at this time can lead to long-term damage to your body. Okay? None of you need to be doing drugs. Distribution. This is the actual attempt or intent to deliver. This includes attempting or intending to purchase. This includes attempting or intending to accept. It includes a transaction or trade, and it includes paraphernalia related to drugs. Okay? Don't even pretend like you're selling someone drugs. Okay? Those are things we don't want to see in school and are considered violations of the expectations here at Flinn Middle School. If you or someone you know has a problem with drugs, talk to a trusted staff member, included but not limited to teacher, guidance counselor, coach, school social worker, a principal or an assistant principal, and we will try to get them help. Community resources, Rosecrans, Get Help Now, 866-330-8727, and Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services, 800-662-HELP. So if you don't want to come to someone at school, there are some outside community resources that you may contact. Students who have knowledge of the presence of illegal drugs at school or school-sponsored activities around school grounds or property, including buses, are encouraged to notify a teacher, administrator, and a resource officer, a safety officer, or trusted adult as soon as possible to contribute to maintaining a safe school environment for all. When they talk about voluntary reporting, say you walk into the school, you had found a vape pen outside as you were walking into school. The first thing you need to do is give that over to a trusted adult, and if you do, you are not going to get in trouble, okay? We are going to say, thank you, you did the right thing, you've turned this in right away, and we will take it from there. Okay, so that's what voluntary reporting is. It's that you see that you have something that you shouldn't have, or you've picked up something that you shouldn't have, and you're going to turn it in as soon as you come to school. Now, if you hang on to it, and now it's 4th hour, and you're like, oh, I forgot. Yeah, you're going to get in trouble. So when you have something that you shouldn't have, you need to turn that in right away. Play safely. Always play safe by being careful and showing courtesy to others. Be patient and wait your turn. Ask an adult for help if there's a problem or someone is hurt. Physical contact and mean words are not allowed. Remain calm and solve problems peacefully. Think before you speak. Ask for time to calm down, and ask an adult for help. Promote a drug-free and weapon-free environment for learning. Report weapon possession, drugs, or bullying to an adult. Toy guns, Nerf guns, water guns, sharp objects, and fake knives are not allowed at school. Do not use any item to hurt someone else. Oftentimes we see the roughest behavior in the hallway. So when you're in the hallway, we want you to walk on the right side of the hallway. Use the most direct route to your destination. So if you get a pass to go to the library and say you're upstairs in room 220, that does not include you walking down the back 7th grade staircase to walk the whole length of the 8th grade hallway to get to the library and back. You need to go directly to the destination you said you were going to. Outside of passing period, do not be in the hallway without a pass or permission. So that means if your teacher asks you to stand outside their door, you stand right outside their door. If you wander away down the hall, You don't have permission for that, okay? Physical contact. This includes grabbing, play fighting, tripping, kissing, displays of affection. All of those things are prohibited in the hallway, okay? No play fighting, no shadow boxing. Don't even pretend, because that's where kids get in trouble, because that's how kids get hurt. Keep it moving. Students are not allowed to cluster in groups in the hallway. We have over 900 students in this building. You have 4 minutes between class periods, okay? We cannot hold people up because you want to stand in the middle of the hallway and have a chit chat. Okay, that is what you get to do at lunchtime. That is what you get to do before and after school. Okay, keep it moving in the hallway. Bathroom behavior. Use the bathroom quickly. Do not hang out in the bathroom. I don't know why anybody would want to hang out at the bathroom. It's a bathroom. Outside of passing period, do not enter the bathroom without specific permission to do so. So if you ask your teacher if you can go to your locker, that means you go to your locker and then you go back to class. If you ask the teacher to go to the nurse, you go to the nurse and then you go back to class. You don't go to the nurse, then you go to the bathroom, then you go here, then you go there. If you want to go to the bathroom, you need to ask permission. Physical contact, grabbing, play fighting, tripping, shadow boxing, and kissing is prohibited in the bathroom. There is only to be one person per stall. If we go in and see 2 people in one stall, that's telling us right there that you're up to no good. 1 person, 1 stall. Damage to restrooms. If you damage the restrooms, we will close the bathroom for everybody. We had some issues with this last year with people intentionally blocking toilets. And if that continues to occur, then you're just down 1 bathroom. So the only person that you're hurting with that is yourself and your classmates. So just as you would at home, be respectful of the space of the school. Keep our school beautiful. Weapons. The possession, use, or attempted use of any object by a student to cause bodily harm. That is the definition of a weapon. Notice it says attempted use of any object by a student to cause bodily harm. So many of these, of course, we know are weapons. We know firearms are weapons. We know destructive devices, knives, illegal and unlawful objects, something like a nunchuck, objects used to cause bodily harm, other prohibited weapons, dangerous objects, dangerous weapons, look-alike weapons. So if you come and you're using scissors, yes, scissors is a valid thing that we should have in school, but we don't try to hurt people with the scissors. If we're trying to hurt someone with scissors, then that becomes a weapon and will be charged as such. If you are caught with a weapon or you attempt to use an object in a dangerous manner, that's a mandatory 1-year removal from school. If you possess a weapon in your backpack, clothing, locker, car, or any other RPS property, this includes walking to school, waiting at the bus stop, riding the bus, driving to school, and or walking home. This includes attending school-related events at any RPS school. It includes attending school-related events at any school in the district. And this includes attending school-related events at any venue, such as BMO, Coronado, Rock Valley College, etc. Okay? We've had situations where people thought, oh, I'm going to have this weapon and I'm going to leave it at the bus stop in the grass. Well, you know what? We've gone and retrieved those things, and those students are no longer here in RPS schools. Weapons have no place. Okay? At school, on the way to school, walking home from school. If you're having an issue, please come to an adult and we will help you resolve it. Firearm is any gun, shotgun, rifle, pistol, stun gun, or taser, or any other weapon which will or is designed to or may readily be converted to expel a projectile by the action of an explosion, expansion of gas, or escape of gas. A destructive device is any dynamite cartridge, bomb, grenade, mine, explosive device, or bullet. The term destructive device shall not include any device which is neither designed nor redesigned for use as a weapon or designed or redesigned as the ammunition or destructive element for a weapon. Illegal and unlawful object. Any weapon or other object that is defined as illegal under the Illinois compiled statutes. Examples include but are not limited to switchblades, ballistic knives, throwing stars, brass metal knuckles, or other knuckle weaponry, regardless of its composition, billy club, bludgeon, blackjack, or which is defined as unlawful to possess on school grounds without authorization, including all knives and any object so designed by statute or local ordinance. Object used to cause bodily harm. The use or attempted use of any object to cause bodily harm to another that requires more than first aid. Any object includes, but is not limited to, lookalikes of firearms, destructive devices, prohibited weapons, or dangerous objects. Other prohibited weapons: BB guns, dart gun, blow straw, zip guns, box cutters, or other guns or weapons which use its air, CO2, or any other non-explosive methods to expel a penetrating projectile. Dangerous objects. A dangerous object may be any object other than a weapon that presents a safety risk of harm based on the circumstances under the investigation. Dangerous objects may include but are not limited to mace, pepper spray, razors, broken glass, wooden sticks, scissors, screwdriver, or any other object. Dangerous weapon. A weapon, device, instrument, material, or substance, animate or inanimate, that is used for or is readily capable of causing death or seriously bodily injury. Lookalike weapons includes objects such as realistic-looking toy firearms, bombs, grenades, mines, and any other toy object that can be reasonably mistaken for an illegal object or weapon of any kind. Do not bring toy grenades to school. If you have knowledge of the presence of a weapon at school or school-sponsored activities or on school grounds or property, including buses, you are encouraged to notify a teacher, administrator, resource officer, safety officer, or trusted adult as soon as possible to contribute to maintaining a safe school environment for all. One of the things that often happens with kids is they have something in their backpack that they put there for the weekend and forgot about it and brought it to school. Okay? If you come to school and you realize that you have something on your person that you shouldn't have on your person, say, for example, a pocket knife, you need to bring that immediately to an assistant principal or your teacher and say, I mistakenly brought this to school. I need to turn this in for now. Is it possible you can contact my parent for them to come pick up that object at some point? Because I know I'm not supposed to have it here. Okay? If you don't do that and you're caught with it, you're going to face the consequences of that decision. A little bell action going on there. Physical aggression. Physical aggression is physical contact between two students who hit or strike each other or engage in a fight. So if you're kicking each other, pulling each other's hair, that's physical aggression. Group violence, when more than one person on a side engaging in a physical contact to inflict harm or inciting others to do so. Reckless behavior, a student who exhibits a fit of anger that disrupts the learning environment or endangers others. If you think you're going to get into a fight, you need to talk to a trusted school staff member, such as a teacher, a guidance counselor, a coach, a school social worker, a principal, or an assistant principal. If you're afraid to do that, you can talk to your parents and have them contact us at school. I'm going to go back and talk about physical aggression a little bit further. So for physical aggression, if you get into two fights, your second fight, you will be put up for expulsion. It's as simple as that. We should not see fights in school. That includes on school grounds, in the cafeteria, before, after school, on the way to school, at the bus stop, on the bus, etc. Okay, keep your hands to yourself. Again, your second fight, say goodbye to regular school. Group violence. They've put a change in regarding group violence this year. It is not just the third person into the fight that will get charged with group violence. If it's you and someone else fighting and then your buddy jumps in to help you, you and your buddy will be charged with group violence and most likely will not be able to return to school. Okay? Reckless behavior. Now, there's going to be times that you get upset about something, but we need to learn how to manage those feelings and display those feelings in an appropriate manner. Yelling, screaming, throwing things, that is not an appropriate manner. So this is the number one area, physical aggression, group violence, reckless behavior, that gets middle school kids in trouble. Okay? We're here to help you. We don't want to see any of these things occur. So ask for help sooner rather than later. Okay? So that's going to conclude our discipline talk for today. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask them.